Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dale Menyo. The Ohio Crop Tour is in full swing. Check out all the details online at ohioagnet.com. The fascinating part for me is the pictures that come from each county. Let's check in on the North Leg. Here's Dusty Sonnenberg.
I'm visiting this morning with Taylor Dill. Taylor is a graduate research student at The Ohio State University, working under Dr. Laura Lindsay and Osler Ortez, working primarily with the Battle for the Belt. But we've got her out on the crop tour today, looking at both corn and soybeans. She's focused on soybeans. Day number 2 of the crop tour, and we've got 2 stops under our belts already. Taylor, what do you see? And our first stop was over in Crawford County.
So in Crawford County, we saw some pretty clean fields. We are seeing a little bit of maybe Septoria brown spot, but that's pretty consistent across the board and not usually a big issue. Our beans are a little bit younger in this county, so we're on the R4, maybe early R5 area, and so it's a little hard to give a really good prediction, especially for such a young crop. We're seeing an average of 40 to 45 pods per plant. A really great stand. Saw some nutrient deficiencies in the past couple of fields, but that could be related to some water efficiency issues.
So we're over now in Wyandotte County, just outside Upper Sandusky. Nice looking field of beans. What'd you guys see out here?
These are some earlier planted beans. So these beans are a little bit taller. They're in the 3 foot, 3.5 foot, where in our last county they were about 2.5. We see a little bit of Septoria out here, a little bit of insect pressure, but not enough to worry about. I was averaging about 40 pods per plant out here. A little further along would be about R5. A really great looking field, and I think as long as they hit the right rain, they're probably a 60-plus field.
The day 2 of the crop tour continues. Again, this is the North Leg. We are going to be moving out, hitting Hardin and Hancock County before we give the next report. Dale, back to you.
And thanks, Dusty. The Ohio Crop Tour is a project of the Ohio Field Leader, a project of the Ohio Soybean Council, and your soybean checkoff. Let's check in on the weather. Here's the forecast brought to you by Seed Consultant, simply better performance.
Dry weather emerging over Ohio today, and it settles in for a little bit, too. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. I don't have a lot for you except for good sunshine, drying conditions, evaporation rates near a maximum. We're going to have to settle in for probably a good week or so of mostly dry weather here. We may not see precipitation come back in general until we get to next Friday, the 16th. Even that is going to be somewhat hit and miss. So definitely moving into a drier pattern. Temperatures are going to be warm, but here's the key, not excessively hot. The hot air seems to want to stay farther back to the south over South Texas, southern Oklahoma. I'm fine with that. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. We'll talk markets after this.
In any year, your best harvest is only a few upgrades away. Seed Consultants exclusively serves the Eastern Corn Belt, combining our deep knowledge of local conditions with high-performing products fit for your acres. Most importantly, our customized services put our products and your business in a position to succeed. We help you start with better to grow your best. Visit seedconsultants.com to learn why our products and services are simply better.
Time now for the Midday Market Analysis provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
I'm Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile providing your midweek update. Trade is shaking off Monday's short cover rally led by funds needing to take profits on something so they could pay their margin call on the stock market route. With that seemingly being behind us, we're seeing the funds back to trading non-threatening weather that will likely lead to higher yields and higher carryout. We need to see a combination of lower acres in next week's USDA report, and we need to see stronger exports on both corn and beans to get prices to firm higher. Please visit our website at leistmercantile.com to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. As we turn to the markets now, September corn down 2 3/4 at $3.86. December $4.03 and down 2 1/4. The August beans are down 5 1/4, trading $10.23 1/4, while November new crops down 8 1/4 at $10.18 1/2. If you carried that the next January, it'd be $10.35 1/4, down 8. September wheat, if you're carrying it, down 2 3/4 at $5.40.5. July new crop down 4.5 at $5.99 3/4. In livestock, August cattle up 67 at $182.65. October up $1.10 at $180.10. August lean hogs $91 even, down 27 cents. The October's down 67 cents and at 75.72. September feeder cattle, $242.40, up $1.82. And October feeder cattle, $240.80, up $1.77. Also, one last note, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine and the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce Director Stephen Dakin announcing an award of $332,960 in Grow Ohio grants to support local programs providing agriculture education opportunities for children in 14 communities across the state. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.